Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, start of a new week. And today's vlog is going to be a weekly one. So every day I'm going to check in with you and show you what kind of latte I'm having. Because one of the things that I did last year during my break was go over my finances, and I was appalled to find out how much money I spent on lattes. My habit got a little bit out of control. I mean, in my defense, caffeine is kind of an essential part of running a business. But anyway, so I decided for Christmas, I asked for an espresso machine. I've been absolutely loving it, but I'm still playing around with like the different flavors and with the kind of additions that I add to it every day. So I figured I'd check in every day with you guys, show you what kind of coffee I'm having, what kind of latte I'm having. It will also give you kind of an idea of what I do on a daily basis throughout the week. Every week is different when you own a business, but this is gonna be a week in the life of a vegan bakery owner. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. So for Monday, we got the Be Your Own Boss mug because last week kind of kicked my ass. And so we're starting the week today with some good intentions. If you hear some noise in the background, it's the dishwasher that's running. Sorry. We got the coffee going. We already got that. So now it's time to add the milk. And I have a milk frother, and I'll link to it in the description below. I use oat milk, and we're just gonna do a caramel latte. It's my favorite. This is the caramel syrup that I use. I will link in the description below. A little splash of it, not too much. Just makes it so much better. I was never really like a coffee, just a plain coffee person. Like, I just like my coffee to be a little bougie. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, you gotta take the joy in life where you can get it, and my bougie coffees is where I get mine. Bonus points if it's paired with one of my vegan croissants, but we don't have one of those lying around today. And now, if you're expecting some beautiful latte art, I am sorry to disappoint because I am not good at this at all. And so Monday's salted caramel latte is done. Cheers. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that one of the reasons why last week kicked my ass was because this little guy over here had a rough week, didn't you, Ginge? Gingy had a seizure, very unexpected seizure on Thursday, which was a very traumatic experience for everyone involved, wasn't it, Ginge? You said your baby. Yes, you are. So I've had cats my entire life, and I never had a cat had a seizure. It's not pretty, and it's very, very scary. And we took him to the hospital, and he had to stay 2 nights over there getting treatment. And he did have one more seizure while he was hospitalized. Now he's on medication, and he's in recovery, and I actually have to make an appointment with his normal vet. As you can see, he's feeling much better. I do think his vision is still, like, the vet at the hospital did say that cats can go blind from a seizure, and I think that happened to him. That's what's going on with him, but that was one of the reasons why last week really sucked. Everything got derailed because I was a hot mess because I was so worried about you. I'm just so glad that he's home. If you were not familiar with my cat lady tendencies, now you are. I'm not going to apologize for it. I love these kitties. So yeah, I haven't even taken a sip of this coffee that I made yet. Oh, Gingy! Oh, cool. But it's delicious. Love me a good caramel latte. Also, caramel or caramel? How do you say it? Because English is not my first language, but I say caramel. Let me know in the comments if you say caramel or caramel. I want to know. Anyways, now on to work. Good morning and a happy Tuesday. So today I got started really early, woke up, the moon was still out, and decided to get a workout in, just finished. So I think today's coffee might be mixed with a protein shake. Never done it before, but recently I heard a podcast with the founder of Super Coffee, and that's like a protein coffee. And unfortunately, they do not have non-dairy options, or I couldn't find them at Target. But that got me kind of curious about whether that would taste any good. So let's do a protein shake with a coffee mixed in. Just gonna put it in a not interesting mug because this is actually gonna go into an actual glass with the protein shake. So no interesting mug today. And I'm just gonna make my usual protein shake again with the oat milk, and I'm gonna use the coffee flavor because it's actually sweeter than the chocolate one that I have. A little too big for this cup, but it will live. It's good. I would say this was a success. Should have gotten a bigger cup and ice cubes. Not every day is perfect, but oh well. Now I need to shower and get to work, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So today has been a day already. I've been to the kitchen, I've been back. On top of doing laundry, I also have a laundry list of about 10,000 things that I need to get to do today. And so it's time for coffee now. After I don't even know how many to-dos, it's time for coffee. I think what we're gonna do today is going to mix some chocolate ganache into it. I think we're gonna start by putting some chocolate chips in the cup, make the espresso on top of it. That's going to melt the chocolate chips, then put the froth milk on top. Yeah, that sounds good. We might even put like a little bit of cinnamon in there, just like as an extra. So today is one of those days where I just get to relax for 15 minutes while I have a coffee and a vegan croissant. It's nice. I've been reading this one, finally gave in to the Instagram hype because I feel like every influencer that I follow was reading this over Christmas, so I finally gave in. Have to say, worth the hype so far. I'm really enjoying it. So good. It's like, it's not too sweet at all because the chocolate chips are semi-sweet, and then the cinnamon really just adds that smell and that like hot chocolate feel to it. And I don't think I've mentioned it before, but like the reason why I do use oat milk, I used to use almond and everything, but I feel like it for coffees and lattes it works better to use oat milk because it's a little creamier. That's it. So I'm about to just soak in the sun over here. It's kind of chilly out, but it's perfect with the sun hitting me in the face, and just enjoy this moment. Well, that's not gonna work, is it? I'm gonna have to transfer to a bigger mug. We are in the kitchen in the middle of the night. I had a coffee at night, which is probably the first time that has ever happened. But I needed it because it's been a very, very long day of work, and I still have like a full shift left. So I actually have a wedding that I'm catering tomorrow, and I have 15 cakes to do for it because they're doing 1 cake per table, which is kind of a really cool idea actually. So the groom and the bride have like a moment with every table, so they go to every table and cut the cake, which I think is pretty cool. And before you guys get any ideas, I don't do cakes anymore. I'll put the link to the video where I explain why in the description below, but I don't do cakes anymore, so don't get any ideas. All that's left to do is decorate them. I can do this. I can do this. Saturday. We are definitely not having coffee this morning. Today is a orange juice and then probably green juice and then probably a salad kind of day. Like whenever I have these like baking marathons, I just need to take the next day and like recover. And that's what we're doing today. We have some friends coming over later to do some strategizing. I just wanted to bounce some ideas off for the business. That's not until dinner, so the day is gonna be a little slow, doing some personal stuff, recovering, drinking plenty of water. No coffee today. Maybe tomorrow we'll do something fun for Sunday. Thinking maybe an affogato. Let the relaxing commence. Actually, let me tell you what happened. While the toast toasts, I can tell you what happened yesterday or the last 2 days. I don't even know. It's been a while. Basically, I baked for 36 hours. Like, I don't recall it ever being this crazy. Like, it was just nuts. I had all of these retailers. There's some new retailers for the new year, which is fantastic, but I'm still getting used to, you know, having that many extra orders. And I was catering a wedding. It all got done. I did not have a mental breakdown. There were no tears. Yay for growth. I dropped off the cakes. It was at the Arts Museum here in St. Pete. The place looked absolutely beautiful. And I hope Meg had a wonderful wedding. I'm sure she did. Everything looked absolutely wonderful. She was one of my like OG clients. And so it meant so much that she trusted me to do her wedding cakes. So, like, that's so amazing. Yeah, it was like, it got me all warm and happy on the inside to be able to be a part of that. Ooh, toast is done. Healthy breakfast to start the day off on the right note. Also, last week when I had to pull a baking marathon, I binged the entire season of Cheer. This week I started Succession. Let me know in the comments if you watch that. Generally, I like shows that have characters you can root for. Like, I love Ted Lasso because everyone is happy. All is well that ends well. And I'm like an anxious person, so I just like having positive things and just enjoying positive programming. Succession is the exact opposite of this. It reminds me in a way of Game of Thrones in the sense that, like, you're not really rooting for any characters because they all kind of suck. The characters are pretty detestable at this point. Not sure if that changes later, but right now, no one to root for. Everyone is a terrible person, but I am enjoying the show. So we'll keep watching that. And that's it. So now I'm gonna eat this breakfast and I'm going to get started with my day, and we'll check in tomorrow for that affogato in the morning for Sunday. Talk to you later. Sunday. I totally did not vlog yesterday because I was still exhausted. I had a good Saturday. I just took care of myself and allowed myself to relax. And then at night we did have a strategy session for the bakery and it was great. And then on Sunday, I still felt like I needed some rest. So I allowed myself to rest. Ready to start a new week. I do have to take Gingy to the vet later today. It's gonna be a full day. We're gonna do that affogato that I promised on Saturday. We're gonna do today. Start the Monday off with a fancy espresso drink. First, I needed to take a walk to kind of clear my head. Mental health walk, because I don't know if I'll have time to work out later. And yeah, once we circle back to the house, we'll get to the affogato. I'm using this. It's not ideal, but it seems like all of my tall glasses have disappeared or they're in the dishwasher, so we're working with what we got. Affogato is just a shot of espresso, which, yes, I get it. I'm not doing the shots, I'm doing like a full coffee. Don't have a problem with that. And then we're gonna do 1 scoop of ice cream. My favorite ice cream is Jenny's. They do non-dairy, they're woman-owned, and the Texas sheet cake is the absolute best ice cream you'll ever have. Doesn't matter if it's vegan or not, it's the best ice cream ever. But that's not the one that I'm using because that's like a little bit much for the morning. So instead I'm using the dairy-free cold brew with coconut cream. I have a feeling this is gonna taste pretty amazing. I don't even have an ice cream scooper. I have a cookie dough scooper though. That could work. This is good. I wish I had ice cubes. Once again, second time this has happened. I feel like this would be better if I put some ice cubes in there because then it would be cold, because right now between the hot coffee and the cold ice cream, we got a kind of warm coffee. This is definitely A+. Really like it. Time to get to work. We're home, it's okay. It's okay.